All right, we're back. Sunset Station, Strike Zone, Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour, Saturday. Final match, the 16th. My special guest is still sitting next to me.
Hi.
Miss Marissa Reese.
So starting.
Right. Yep. Go ahead.
Right. So starting right now, our varsity match is going to be Seth. He's the number 1 seed against. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth is the number 1 seed against Mr. Austin Nash, who just won. Wait. Oh, excuse me. Not Austin.
Seth
against
is bowling.
Jason
Bardol. Yep.
And Ava is the number 1 seed for JV, bowling Mr. Austin Nash, and she starts with a strike.
Nope.
What?
She didn't start with the strike.
Oh, she did not? I'm so sorry.
She
the angle
ran
I
it
see,
out.
I cannot see. Excuse me.
No, it's fine. This is your first time on the microphone, so it's my 4th, and you're still better than me.
Pardon me. I'm going to steal your job.
That'll be real easy. Oh, look at this. Look who's standing between us.
Is no one going to point out the fact that all of Varsity is just two-handers?
Oh, yeah. I'm on Varsity, and I am not a two-hander.
Is no one going to point that out?
All right. Thanks, Seth. So, we'd like to congratulate all the two-handers. So, you're right. Good call. So, the varsity had Seth, Kelsey, Dart, and Jason. Top 4, all two-handers. So, that's cool. We love working with two-handers.
One thing about this pattern I thought was pretty cool. I was bowling with Dart and Kelsey on my lane, and I could see how they could play the lane a lot differently than me. I had to play a pretty straight line, really keeping my angles in front of me, where Kelsey and Dart, I noticed they could I can hear you chewing your gum.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, look. Our favorite Stovall.
Oh, yeah. She just got invited to a national team, I heard.
Yeah, for soccer.
For soccer.
Yeah, Seth's little sister. Going to be a stud. But I like how you said that. Let's go back to as far as the angles go. Again, when you have rev rates 400 plus, and yours is in that 275 to 300 range, right? Everything's all about angles. Where they could throw it at the 6-pin, you had to throw it at the 3-pin on 48 feet as you moved in, right? Or right side of the 3-pin. So, but again, it doesn't matter because you still qualified and still did well, right? You don't look at two-handers and say, "Oh, they're two-handed, their rev rate's high, I can't beat them."
No, not anymore.
Absolutely. You've overcome that, and a lot of our kids will. Again, when we put out this heart of patterns, right, tomorrow, are the two-handers going to be at a disadvantage on the short?
Not necessarily, but sometimes I see that two-handers do struggle on shorter patterns because they have a lot of opportunity to hook the ball. So if they're trying to use any sort of reactive on the fresh, they're going to struggle. Their ball's going to overhook, so it's best to use a urethane, especially for two-handers. But for me, I can't use a urethane.
So tomorrow our advantages, in my opinion, right? Tomorrow the advantages are going to be for the one-handers, right? The rev rates at 200 plus, 200 to 300 one-handers. So we'll see how that works out, but yeah, I agree. The two-handers have to bounce the ball at the gutter, but then they have to be sliding 15 to throw it at the gutter, the ball overhooks.
Yeah.
So, but again, we don't know tomorrow's pattern because Mr. Francomano is going to be picking it out. This lane, the Brunswick machines, from everything that I've seen here, again, you guys can question me on this because I don't really know, but they transition so fast. Again, we talked about it earlier. You brought it up. No reverse oil. Lanes transition quickly.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's shorter pattern we'll end up playing a couple feet longer as the games go on. So
there was so much transition. Kelsey actually went through her whole arsenal trying to figure out which ball would fit the transition because for her it was going really fast.
Yeah, and that's a good call. But honestly, and I hope Kelsey hears this, she didn't listen to me.
Oh.
If she would have listened to me, game 1, 2, 3, she would have had a much better look. Finally, she started listening. I got her about 10 boards deeper than what she was, and then she had some really good games. So, again, a lot of our kids are so used to being coached that sometimes when they're on their own, and again, when we're running in this tournament, it's not like I have time to work with all 20 or 30 of you guys, right? So when they're not used to, when they don't have somebody standing over them, it makes it a little bit different. From when you guys leave here and when you guys go to college, the nice thing is you're going to be babysat every shot. So after you guys transition out of college, and if you want to go bowl women's tournaments and women PBA events, PBA, I can't even say it. PWBAs, and then you're on your own. That's when struggles come in. So from everything we've seen. So go ahead and give a little score update, Marissa.
So right now we have Mr. Austin Nash on 67. He's on a double, about to throw his third shot. And since he is going against Ava, sorry, I want to make sure I get everything right. Ava's been making her spares, which is really the name of the game. You never know what's going to happen later in the game, even if your opponent is ahead. As long as you're making your spares and you're keeping your head above the water, you never know. Someone could split, someone could gutter.
Especially on these patterns, right? Anything could happen.
And then for the varsity match, we have Seth, he is B, and Jason is D, and they're actually they're scoring less than the JV kids. Seth had an open and a spare, and Jason's had 2 opens. We'll see if he spares it up this time.
Nice
Seth strikes.
Yes, both JV bowlers are beating the varsity bowlers, but they're not bowling against each other. It's kind of like tomorrow. As good as you are at this, I don't want you sitting next to me.
Thank you. I don't, no offense, I love sitting next to you, but I'd rather be bowling as well.
Yeah. It'll be fun. All right, so let's talk about little Ava. So she's in the same position you are college-wise, right?
Yes.
So she's looking for colleges. She's had a lot of colleges reach out to her.
She's come so far as well, just especially with her release lately. Like, her revs have definitely jumped up. She releases the ball really nice now.
Yep. Well, she has, again, all you guys have good support systems, but mom and dad taken Ava to go see down to Kegel, work with Mr. Randy Stratton, and Ava has a great pro shop person, and Mike Calverley over at South Point, and then I help coach her. So we've got, and again, it's always about the support system, moms and dads and pro shops, right? Most of our kids go all over. A couple of them come here to see Casey. They go over to JB's Bowling Supply. Here in town, David Haynes. Great pro shops in town. We have some great leaders in town.
People who really want to help out, Santa Fe, Mr. Vince. He's my ball driller right now, and he actually recommended a lot of new layouts for me, especially for a reality I just received. We tried a new layout on it, and it's been my favorite ball from short patterns, long patterns, house shots. So he definitely wants to help. Very versatile, and the new layout, I'm really loving it. So
yeah, good, and it helps that you're throwing it well. So we got to get that spine tilt in line. At least you know now when that spine tilt goes a little left, you kind of bounce the ball to the right.
Yeah.
We'll have that figured out before she gets to college, I promise. Next summer we'll have it all done. So yeah, college coaches, bowling on the right lane, Miss Ava McLaughlin. She's looking at a lot of different schools. She's actually looking at Kegel also to go follow some amazing footsteps over there at that school. So with Weber International. But she's got a couple other schools that she's looking at. Again, our girls, especially our girls, get to look at different colleges because of their grades and their ACTs, SATs. So we got some smart kids running around us. And honestly, I only coach kids with good grades, right? So part of the reason for me coaching is for them to be doing well in school. So I'm not saying that I won't say no, but I want our kids to step up if I'm going to be working with them.
My high school coach said the same thing recently. High school season starting back up. And And grades are actually a requirement. So, you know, if we're going to invest time in you, you need to invest the time in yourself to have good grades and things like that, else you can't bowl. So you really need to put that effort in both ways.
Yeah. Again, depending on, especially, not depending, but especially what you want to do when you grow up. Wow, we got some pretty good matches going on here. Austin just flagged a 10-pin. He went 4-bagger and then just flagged a 10. Left a solid 10 and flagged it. And we still got a good match up there. Ava just doubled. So that with that open that Austin just had is going to put her right back in the match. Oh, go ahead, Marissa.
Okay, so shout out to our sponsors, coolwig.com. You can use code LVYBT10 to get 10% off your order. And our sponsors at Storm supporting us in every tournament. Thank you.
Oh. Wow. Sorry, Marissa, cut you off. That was an awesome messenger. Seth is another one of those kids that are going to be picking out some colleges. I really don't know what he wants to do when he grows up, but he just got done out of the Mark Baker two-handed camp, working with Mark Baker, with Anthony Simonson. Troop was there, so he's learned a lot in the last couple of years. Learned a lot. Hey, I stopped chewing my gum. That's good.
Now we have some highlights. Oh, so here's Earl. He's come a long way too. I know that you've been working with him a lot recently.
Yep. He's doing a lot better. Again, a lot of our kids use their shoulders for spine tilt.
And we have Taylor. Haven't seen her in a while, so it's nice to see her coming back out.
She's a senior in high school. It's crazy. Wow. So yeah, a lot of our kids are using these Chris Lalos. He's coming a long way too. Surfaces is not his forte. He's not doing enough with surfaces on his equipment. So.
But he's learning how to adjust well. Here's Ava.
Yep. But yeah, a lot of our one-handers, two-handers, trying to make the ball hook with their shoulders, and it creates a faulty spine tilt, and the ball just doesn't react the same. So. Oh.
Great church.
It's funny. 71 and 72. We got Dominic and Kelsey practicing on the practice pair, which is fine.
They want to get better and they want to improve.
Yeah.
That's really good. They've both been working at their things.
Oh!
Seth almost picks it up. Dang.
Wow, almost picked up Greek Church. Jason? Come on, guys. I don't know. Marissa, Ava, Kelsey. I think you guys are all better than our boys shooting at spares.
Seth likes to say that every time I miss a spare. He says, women are statistically supposed to be better spare shooters. He likes to remind me.
Well, that's Seth.
Where's his action?
Oh, man. See, you guys wonder why Seth's sister's our favorite. Oh, did she carry it?
No.
No, she threw that
Almost.
one pretty good. But she's staying clean, right? She's bowling to Austin, who, again, this kid has done, 3 years ago he was throwing a backup ball, right? Dave Allen has been working with him for so long and so hard. Austin works so hard. He's had some amazing life challenges, and the kid works hard. So, and he's playing out of his comfort zone. We talked about it a little bit. Dave was running some numbers today, so I was kind of getting Austin farther left to be able to slow it down. And come on, Austin. But again, so here's the thing, right? When you look up and see Ava going spare, double, spare, she spares this, and it's going to put pressure on Austin.
And
Good
there
shot.
she goes.
Yep.
She is, I think, one of the best spare shooters here.
She
Ava
works
works
on it.
so hard
Yeah.
on her spares, and it pays off. You can really see it.
Right. And again, this is why we're doing this, right? This is why these patterns are so hard. I've had a couple parents say, why is the pattern so hard? Why is the pattern so hard? Look, I don't want your kid to strike. I want them to learn how to spare. Because when they learn how to spare and we work on their physical game, they're going to get stronger in both aspects. Versus a lot of our kids now, because we just started doing this LVYBT on tougher patterns, our kids know how to strike on patterns or strike on house shots. They don't know how to spare.
I know that sometimes, looking at a hard pattern can be pretty intimidating, but when you achieve that mindset of understanding this is going to make me better, this is going to help me in the long run, even if it makes me frustrated now, it's worth it. Like my first Youth Masters was the very first tournament I ever bowled. I cried. I cried so hard.
I'll never forget that. Your very first tournament. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
And now 2 years later, I placed first. So it's definitely a comeback.
You placed first, but you've made a lot of good showings, right? You went second place in our last tournament, Las Vegas LVYBT, and then you turn around and win a tournament, right? So bowling on a modified house because it seemed easier for you then.
It did not play like a modified house shot.
That's true. It was one of the white patterns, wasn't it? Or
I
supposed
think
to
it
be.
it was supposed to be white 3. Was it white 3? You never know.
Right? Good call. That's very well said. Wonder where you got that from.
I don't know. I came up with it all by myself.
Yeah, well, it's not like me putting on the greens last week in Death Valley, California. I could actually see them, and I still couldn't putt. So.
Did you have a good time?
It was a good time.
That's
But
all that
again,
matters.
we're bowling on what we think is 48 feet today, But tomorrow we're going to be bowling on what is supposed to be 35, 36. But we don't get to see it until we see the reaction of the ball off your hands. Ooh, Austin. Wow, Austin hasn't thrown a bad shot like that. So again, going back to what I originally said, when you look up and see I'm bowling somebody that's spare, it's putting pressure on you. So Austin is probably feeling that. Now, Austin's bowling for his first championship, so he's a little bit more nervous, where Ava has been in the top 3, top 4 few tournaments in a row. So Austin is definitely nervous.
She has a lot of tournament experience as well.
Yeah.
Her family always tries to get her out to those big tournaments. Oh, good spare.
I don't know. This kid, I love this kid. I love all you guys, except for that girl sitting to my left. Ava.
Huh?
That girl sitting to my left. Oh, hi, Kelsey.
Bye, Phil. She said bye,
Come
Phil.
here, stand in between us. All right, so this is Miss Kelsey. Pull your mask down for a second. This is Miss Kelsey, you guys. So she's going to be looking for some colleges. I'm going to be posting a couple videos of her this week. So she's got a couple opportunities. What schools are you looking at right now?
There's this one college that emailed me. It's like Missouri University.
Where's it at?
Missouri.
Missouri.
I have
Wow.
2 of them
Looking at, okay, they're looking at you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get a few more out there looking at. Hey, give me a girl two-hander with 400 rev rate plus that can pick up spares.
Great attitude.
Great
good
attitude.
Mindset, very uplifting.
Very uplifting, right? And she's come a long way too, right? Of course, now she calls me bald, so I don't know.
Oh, she's
again-
also very funny.
She is pretty funny. I don't know. Need some more gum?
What are you trying to say, Phil?
Uh-huh. No, well, Mom and Dad brought me some Spam today, so I'm the one who needs gum. All right, Marissa, let's give an update.
All right, so for our varsity match, we have Mr. Austin Nash with a 155 in the 8th, and
Yeah, right, exactly.
we have Ava with a 154 in the 8th. So it's definitely coming down to it.
Who's winning? Oh, JV over varsity, huh?
Yeah, ironically. And then for our varsity match, Seth just spared for 124. Oh, wait, no. My bad, I flipped it. Seth has an 88 that... Oh, no, I was right.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yep.
he spared for 124. And Jason just had the Greek Church. He opened, and now he has an 88.
88 in the 8th. Wow. So our JV bowlers are beating the varsity.
Yeah.
We might have to
88.
have a little side event doing this there, Ben. Right? Might have to throw a little cash out there for them.
88 in the 8th. Does he get a drink for that?
I know where we can find the $100.
Austin with the Brooklyn. Putting that pressure onto Ava. She's just opened.
Oh, she threw it good. Let's see what happens here.
Flat
Solid
10.
10. She threw that one good. But again, it's going to come down to spares, right? So she's got 154 in the 8th. If she spares, she'll have 174. Austin will have 180, but he's working on a strike, so he could shut her out. Again, it's kind of weird, right? Austin missed that 10 pin. Ava went spare, and then she flagged a spare, giving Austin a little bit more confidence. So, again, our tournaments are based on harder patterns. Win or loss, win or lose, it's going to be chances are you've flagged a spare. No one's trying to miss them, so it's all about learning and educating. This is going to be his second or third win? Second win? All right.
And he can't go up anymore. He's already in varsity.
He's in varsity.
So
Right? So he's going to get another shirt, different color championship shirt.
very exciting. I'm actually going to bowl with Seth in this high school season. We both bowl for Shadow Ridge.
Oh, cool. Great coach.
Yes, Miss Nicole Turner, shout out. She always promotes like good tournaments to us, and she's actually one of the best high school coaches, I would say. She does really care about us, and you can feel it. Ava just struck, putting that pressure onto Austin.
Yep. She can strike out for 204, forcing Austin to spare strike. If Austin doubles here, he wins. So big shot for Austin. Let's see how nervous he gets. Come on, kiddo. I just want him to be around the pocket. Oh, I don't know what he's doing there.
Readjusting his ball.
Yeah.
Getting a little nervous. That's
Come
okay.
on. Come on, kiddo. Oh, my gosh. He's taking a long time.
He's nervous.
Yeah. Oh, didn't throw it too
doesn't
bad.
look too bad.
He did
There
it.
it is.
He did it. Oh, my gosh. How cool is this? That'll be a fun ride home. We saw Coach Dave, bringing him to the bowling center. So I'm sure his mom and dad are going to be watching this later on. I know his sister's in playing some softball in Arizona. She threw that one really good.
There's Ava. She strikes.
Yeah.
Really putting that pressure.
Well, Ava can go 204, and Austin's already got 2 teams. So that's over. Mr. Austin wins. Can shout out to Austin, mom, dad, sister, and Coach Dave. Congratulations. Austin's first win. He's all excited.
Yeah. If he doesn't gutter it.
Double gutter. Yeah.
And it's on the lane. He's
On the
good.
lane. Yep, good call.
Yeah, 4 pin.
Good job, Austin. Very, very cool. So, again, big shout out to all of our help, all of our sponsors. Mike, your dad, Ben Huffman, Dave Allen,
And
John
Phil
Zippa.
Platko.
Oh, yeah, me. I help out a little bit. But
Sometimes.
Ben and Mike do all the work, right? So, Coach Dave, Frenchy Laterno donating a lot of money for us. John Zippa, Andrew Chavez, one of our new coaches stepping up to help out. Appreciate it. Got a couple weeks off from our Saturday morning league, so yeah, look at Austin. How exciting.
No.
Look, Coach Dave's up there too.
That's nice, though. You see everyone being pretty sportsmanlike. And that's
Yeah.
a nice thing about being friends on and off the lanes.
That's why I do this, Marissa. This is why we do what we do, is because to watch you guys grow and mature is everything. You guys, this is our lifelong friendships. And as you get to college, again, as I coached college, you see people become friends with people who, without bowling, would never be friends with each other, right?
Yeah.
So
Like-
I just love watching you guys walking back today from the coffee shop.
Yeah, Ava,
you,
Dart, and I.
Ava, Dart. That was, to me, that's what this is all about. Go ahead, Ben.
So our final scores.
Yep.
Austin
Austin.
Nash, I mixed up his first and his last name, wins with a 214 against Ava, who shot 202. Good match. And our JV match, we have Seth with a 162 and Jason with a 114. So that makes Seth a third-time winner? Second-time winner, excuse me. But he's always up there. He's always placing.
All right. So, Ben, it looks like we're signing off. Thanks again for Ben for putting all this stuff together. Marissa, thanks for sitting in.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
you
me.
guys. Love you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Special thank you to coolwick.com, LVYBT10, and Storm Nation.